You're spending money on marketing. Maybe you're posting on social media. Maybe you've tried ads. Maybe you've paid someone to do something. And yet, if someone sat you down right now and said, explain your marketing strategy, could you do it? Not your tactics, not your budget, your strategy. Most business owners can't, and that's not a criticism. It's the most common thing I see. No system, no clear direction, just a collection of activities that may or may not be working. Today we're going to fix that. What I'm going to walk you through is a framework called the before, during, and after model. It divides your entire business into 3 distinct units and gives you a clear strategy for each one. I'm going to use 3 real business types throughout this video to show you how it works in practice. A divorce law firm, an estate agent targeting empty nesters, and an independent financial advisor. Different industries, same framework, and by the end, you'll know exactly where to start with your own. Most business owners think of their business as one thing, and that single unit thinking is what keeps a lot of genuinely talented people stuck. Here's the shift. Your business is actually 3 separate units, each with its own job to do. The before unit is everything that happens before someone becomes a client. Finding them, attracting them, giving them a reason to raise their hand. The during unit is the experience itself, what it's like to work with you, how you deliver your service, what happens from the first conversation to the final invoice. And the after unit is everything that happens once you've been paid. Staying in touch, deepening the relationship, turning happy clients into a source of referrals. Most businesses only really think about the before unit, and even then, not very clearly. Let's go through all 3. The single most valuable thing you can do in your marketing is also the thing most business owners resist hardest. Narrow your focus. The instinct is understandable. If you serve everyone, you can't miss anyone. The reality is the opposite. Trying to be everything to everyone means you're nothing to nobody. Your message lands on deaf ears. Your budget evaporates. Your brand has no identity. The magic happens when you pick one specific group of people with specific fears, hopes, and motivations, and make yourself the undeniable expert for them. Take an estate agent. You could target first-time buyers, landlords, developers, downsizers. Go broad, and you look like every other agent on Rightmove. Or you go narrow. Say you focus entirely on empty nesters in your area, couples in their late 50s and 60s, 4-bed family home. Kids have moved out. They want to downsize before the market shifts, but they're overwhelmed by the process and don't want to feel rushed. Suddenly your whole message clicks into place. You know their fears, you know their timeline, you know what they care about, and you sound like you're talking directly to them because you are. That's the power of choosing a target market. You don't have to serve only them, but you lead with them. Once you know who you're for, the next job is making it irresistible for them to identify themselves to you. This is the world of direct response marketing, and it works differently from brand advertising. Brand advertising says, here we are, remember us. Direct response says, here's something you've been looking for, come and get it. The key mindset shift is this: stop advertising yourself. Start advertising what your ideal prospect is already worrying about. A divorce law firm we work with had been running ads that said something like, expert family law advice, compassionate, experienced, call us today. Decent enough, but generic. They switched to offering a free guide. What you actually need to know before you file for divorce in England. Downloads went through the roof, because instead of promoting their credentials, they were answering the question their clients were already Googling at midnight. That guide is what's called a lead magnet. It's a free, high-value offer that gives your ideal prospect a reason to identify themselves in exchange for their contact details and permission to stay in touch. It doesn't sell you, it serves them first. And that's the difference. Here's a truth that most businesses completely ignore. At any given moment, only a small fraction of your ideal market is ready to buy right now. The rest are at various stages of awareness, considering, researching, waiting. If your marketing only speaks to people ready to buy today, you're competing for a tiny slice of the pie and paying a premium for every lead. The businesses that win long-term build a system to stay connected with everyone else until they are ready. One IFA I know runs a monthly email newsletter, plain English, no jargon, practical insights on tax, pensions and financial planning. He told me that 3 of his 5 biggest clients in the last year had been on his list for over 20 months before they ever made contact. They weren't ready when they signed up. The newsletter kept him top of mind, until they were. Pick one channel, show up consistently. The people who aren't ready today will be ready eventually, and when they are, you want to be the first person they think of. Now, the before unit gets people to the door. The during unit determines what happens next. There are 2 things to get right here. First, make starting easy. Your job is to identify the one obvious, low-risk first step for someone at their stage of readiness, and offer it proactively. For an IFA, that might be a no-obligation pension review with a 1-page plain English summary at the end. Not a pitch. Not a discovery call dressed up as a consultation. A genuinely useful thing that starts a relationship. For our estate agent targeting empty nesters, not a free valuation. A free right-sizing consultation. A strategic conversation about their options with local comparables, presented without any pressure to list. The name matters, by the way. Free valuation sounds like you want a listing. Right-sizing consultation sounds like you're on their side. Second, make the experience unforgettable. Ask yourself 2 questions. What does everyone love about businesses like mine? And what does everyone hate? Start by eliminating the second list, then amplify the first, then go further. A family law firm redesigned their client experience after asking clients one simple question. What made this harder than it needed to be? The answers were consistent. Unclear timelines, unexpected invoices, feeling like a case number, not a person. They fixed all 3. Response time guarantees, fixed fee options at every stage, a dedicated point of contact for every client. The legal work didn't change, the experience did. And referrals from existing clients tripled in 12 months. Most businesses disappear the moment the invoice is paid, and this is one of the biggest missed opportunities in business. Here's one. Everything you do before the payment lands is in your client's mind. Something you're doing because you're getting paid for it. Expected. Contractual. Everything you do after the payment lands is something you're doing because you actually care, and that's what people remember. One estate agent I know sends every client who completes a sale a handwritten card and a local gift hamper about a week after moving day. Not branded, not promotional, just warm. She told me she's had more referrals from that hamper than from any advertising she's ever run, because nobody else does it, and people remember how you made them feel long after they've forgotten what you charged. Now, beyond the nice gestures, there's a bigger idea here. It costs 5 to 6 times more to win a new client than to retain an existing one. And yet, the vast majority of marketing effort goes towards acquisition. The after unit is the most neglected, most undervalued part of most businesses. And referrals, the ultimate result of a great after unit, are not luck. They are a system. 3 things have to happen for a referral to occur. Your client notices a relevant conversation. They think of you, and they introduce you into it. Your job is to make all 3 more likely. One IFA built his referral system around a single sentence at the end of every annual review. If you ever hear a friend or colleague mention they're worried about their pension or they don't have a financial plan in place, I'd love it if you passed my name on. I'll always make time for someone you introduce to me. Not pushy, not transactional, just clear. Referrals increased by 40% in 12 months. Because he asked. So that's the framework. Before, during, after, 8 growth levers, 1 interconnected system. And these aren't 8 separate things to do. Improve one, and the others improve with it. Get your target market right, and your lead magnet gets sharper. Get your lead magnet right, and your nurture sequence gets easier. Get the experience right, and the referrals look after themselves. So where do you start? If you don't have a clearly defined target market, start there. Everything else flows from that one decision. In the description below, there's a link to the Growth Blueprint scorecard. It lets you score your business across all 8 levers, so you can see exactly where your biggest gap is and where to focus first. It's free, it takes about 5 minutes, and it'll show you more about your marketing than most strategy sessions ever do. If this was useful, subscribe. I put out videos like this every week for business owners who want clearer thinking and practical strategy they can actually use. I'll see you in the next one.